Hello, my name is Ben Donahue. I am the Canine Behavior Consultant and Trainer here at Heart of the Valley Animal Shelter. I'm here today to show you how to crate train your dog. The dog we're going to have today is Max. He's over there, but first I'm going to kind of show you the equipment and kind of the essentials for what you need for training your dog. One is high value, yummy treats. In this case, I got hot dogs. The other thing I have here is Max's meal. So, regular old kibble, Max likes his meal. The other thing I have is an interactive toy. This is called a Kong. It is stuffed with, it's stuffed with soaked kibble, and he likes these as well. It gives your dog something to do for a longer period of time. The other thing that you'll need is a little bit of comfort for your dog when you're going to put him in their crate. So, we got a blanket, and we also have a towel. So, the other thing that we have is a clicker. This is going to help us tell Max that he's doing the right thing, such as going into the crate when we tell him to. One of the first things that you need to do when crate training your dog is you need to figure out what motivates your dog. In Max's case, he likes food. Some dogs like toys, and you can use toys as well. Okay, so here I have Max, and I know he's motivated by food. So the next step I want to do is open a communication system with Max so I'm able to tell him he's doing the right thing. A few things I do have is I do have Max on a leash. So this is going to essentially limit him, limit his options. His only option is to hopefully pay attention to me. He can't run off and chase the cat. He can't go play with the other dog in the house. Right now we're really focusing. We have a task that the two of us are going to try to get together and hopefully accomplish together. First things first, I'm going to use a clicker here. I'm going to click and then give Max food. When you first do this, all we want to do is associate the sound with food. I'm not really asking Max to do much of anything other than take the food from my hand. When we know he gets it is when he looks to my hand when I click, which he kind of did there. He'll kind of maybe look off and like he is, and then he looks back to me when I click. So he's starting to expect food after the click. So now that Max has an understanding that when he hears a click that a reward will follow, we're now going to ask him to do a task for us. So right now we're going to ask him to go into a kennel or a crate. I have already placed in this crate, I've already put the blanket and the towel in there, so hopefully it's comfortable for him. And at first I might have to lure him. So what I mean by that is I might have to take some food and actually put it into the crate or the kennel. So I'll do that a few times, but then I'll encourage him to do that just with a hand signal as well as with my voice. So when I crate train a dog, I really like to get down at the same level with the dog. I want to get kind of playful with it. I want to make this a really fun place. So this is the first introduction of Max with a crate. Oh, good boy. He went right in that time. Right there is called capturing a behavior. Sometimes a dog will just do what you want him to do. That was a good example of that. So I just clicked for Max going into the crate. Why don't you come back out, Max? Good. I think this is important. The action of actually the dog coming back out is also very important. So the dog's just going to be going back in and out. Remember, this is the first introduction Max has to a kennel and a crate, and we'll make it really fun and really positive. Can you go in your kennel? Good boy, Max. Good boy. I'm clicking just for his interest in the kennel. Can you come back out? Good boy. Go back in your kennel. boy, Max. I'm also giving lots of praise, really encouraging him to do what I want him to do, which is go in his kennel. Now he's sitting in there. That's a good boy. Once your dog is interested in going in and out of the crate, as Max is here, he just did this himself. Good boy. I'm going to take his leash off. And the important thing is the first time you do this, you want to do it for a short period of time, but you also want to give the dog something to do. So you can either give them their meal, or in this case, I'm going to give them a Kong. And so you're going to give them the Kong, and you're going to close the door and let them finish their meal or their Kong, and hopefully they're quiet, and then we'll let him back out when he's done. The other thing you want to be careful, you want to make sure the crate is the right size. So part of that is making sure that the crate is essentially tall enough that the dog can stand up, and the dog can also turn around in the crate. Also don't use, I find a lot of people will use it for timeouts or for punishment reasons. It is a good management tool for that if your dog gets really excited when people come over. You don't want that to be the only time you put your dog in the crate. Well, make it lots of fun. You want to use food or you want to use toys or something that really motivates your dog, really gets them interested in the crate.